Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Glad to see you. So today I'm making steak tacos, and this is one of those real life busy mom meals where we're not running back to the store, we're using what's already in the house. If you're a parent, you already know dinner still has to get made even when the fridge looks questionable. And honestly, those are usually the meals that turn out the best. First things first, the tomatoes. I'm using 2 frozen tomatoes. Yep, frozen. These are tomatoes I grew in my garden over the summer, and when they were getting soft, I froze them instead of letting them go to waste. If you've never cooked with frozen tomatoes before, don't overthink it. They're perfect for salsa. I let them thaw just enough to cut, then I slice them right in half and drop them into a pan. Next, I grab 1 jalapeno pepper, I slice it up, and I'm leaving the seeds in because we like a little heat. If you don't like spice, take the seeds out, but in this house, we keep it moving. Then I take about 1/4 of a purple onion. Nothing fancy here. I roughly chop it because it's all going into the food processor later anyway. Before I blend anything, I like to build flavor. So everything goes into a pan. Tomatoes, jalapeno, onion, straight into the skillet. I let it saute until things start to soften and get a little toasted. That's where the flavor lives. And then comes the garlic. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of garlic. Yes, 2. No, I'm not sorry. If you're measuring garlic with your heart, we're already friends. Once that's fragrant and cooked down, I take everything off the heat and move it to the food processor. I add a handful of fresh cilantro and a dash of salt, nothing complicated. I poach it until it's chopped, but not completely smooth. I want texture. That's it. Salsa. Done. I set it aside. Now let's talk about how I shop smart as a busy mom. When I buy steak, I usually buy a big family pack. When I get home, I divide it into 4 portions and freeze it. That way, I can make tacos without planning 3 days in advance or running to the store again. This matters because in our house, 1 taco per person is usually enough. We always eat tacos with guacamole or a dip, so nobody's walking away hungry. Plus, this setup means I've got leftovers for lunch the next day, and my daughter has something solid to take to school. So I take 1 portion of steak and brown it in a pan. I season it simply garlic powder and taco seasoning, just enough to coat the meat and give it good flavor. I don't overdo it. Steak already has personality, it just needs backup. Once the meat is cooked, it's time to assemble the tacos, which is honestly my favorite part. I grab a clean pan and add a little butter. When the butter melts, I lay down a tortilla and let it start to brown. While that tortilla is warming up, I add queso cheese directly onto the tortilla. You can use whatever cheese you like, cheddar, mozzarella, a blend, but this is what we love. So this is what we're using. Then I add the steak right on top of the cheese. The cheese melts, the tortilla gets crispy, and everything just comes together. I make enough tacos for everyone in the house, and once they're done, it's officially dinner time. Now for toppings. Tonight I'm adding cucumbers for a little crunch, that homemade salsa we made earlier, and cheese dip on the side. We were supposed to have guacamole, but the avocados were not ready and I'm not forcing it. Sometimes you pivot. And of course, I finish it off with fresh cilantro on top. Always. To drink, I've got a lime margarita Cutwater because, listen, I'm a mom, not on vacation. And why not? Dinner is served. This meal is proof that you don't need perfect ingredients, a clean kitchen, or extra time to put something good on the table. You just need a plan, a little creativity, and the confidence to say, this works for my family. If you're a busy parent trying to make real food with real life happening around you, this one's for you.